Hello again, I'm Coyote Jack, and we have talked before about Nintendo censorship of Asian games because yes, they just like with Sony that did the same shit around 2018 and has been going downhill since then for all Asian games that want to release their own censor or at least giving stuff that we would like to enjoy. And Nintendo, since we have seen their conversion for quite a while. We participated in woke activism. Also, we covered how they want to put DEI hires priorities rather than having people with talent that make games that people would rather want to play. And a lot of stuff. If it wasn't enough that how Nintendo are willing to give money to Pokemon despite they as obviously they are just not giving good quality with that. But anyway, so let's focus on Nintendo rampant censorship of Asian developers because we have stated how they also announced policies the last year that involving them forcing them to censor wherever it is fan service, wherever it's female characters, to Western standards. And yes, this is Nintendo of America and Nintendo of Europe already co-opting and poisoning Nintendo of Japan, so the main branch. So at this point, the whole place is corrupted, is poisoned. But well, we have talked about that, and we have mentioned it that there are still some Japanese developers that really want to give you the stuff that you want. So, for example, look at the news that came. Bonnie Garden 2, the bot trailer, details, and screenshots. Bonnie Garden 2. So they are releasing a sequel of Bonnie Garden. And also, we have stated that this developer also did a spin-off, Drunken Bonnie Garden. So, the Drunken Bonnie, the developer itself stated, we have developed two different versions, and you can see whatever it is you are playing on PC or you're playing Nintendo Switch, and we are saying that the right now these these releases are only for the Japanese side. Nintendo in the Japanese store and PC on Steam on the Japanese branch. So this developer, I have to give full credit to them because those guys tell you exactly what is the difference between the two versions. Instead of like doing like your average cock-out developer on AAA or that wants to release it on console, just like the fuckers, the retards of Ready or Not, that they, despite that game is a completely different genre, they decided to censor on PC after years of updates only for trying to get themselves into console. Well, meanwhile, you have these Japanese developers saying, we are actually doing two different versions. Look, so let's see. When preparing drinks, Nintendo Switch underwear exposure limited. Meanwhile, on Steam, the PC underwear exposure full. The second one, camera controls for some mini games, because yes, the most notorious type of censorship we have seen with a lot of video games is how they fix it the camera in a way that you cannot actually take a peek to certain stuff. So you're seeing camera movement limited, but meanwhile on PC, camera movement free. So open wide gain expression. So tongue out disabled. But meanwhile tongue out enabled. Oh, but look at her tongue. It's in the Netherlands. No, no, why you are accepting this? Is your gunner, you degenerate? Yeah, I don't care. I don't fucking care. I know what they're trying to achieve here. I'm all for it, really. But let's continue. Photo shot poses. Finger guns disabled. Fingers guns enabled. Photo shoot poses. Backshot disabled and enabled on PC. So some good back shots, man. Yeah, look what. Yeah, at least I'm thankful that these developers are still committing to say, we know Nintendo Switch is going to be the most censored version, but still we are going to be open about it. This is a different version compared to PC. You can get it, man. You can enjoy it if you want it, or if you want to get it on PC. Sure. Yeah, like this is not about giving bad press to Nintendo because Nintendo can do that for themselves. This is about developers not trying to destroy their reputations for their target audience, their target customers. Primarily because, yeah, usually we have seen how developers that really want to play the safe route will release on the trip platforms censored. And yeah, we know they are censored the moment they release on console because now in current day and year, like the year before and the year before too, yeah, we after 2018, you can absolutely notice the differences between these Asian games. In console, we even look at this, man. In console, on Xbox 360, we had on Echambara, Rumble Roses, Dead or Alive Stream. On PS4, even, you had games like Senran Kagura until they decided to kill that franchise. And I'm not forgiving Sony for doing that. But also, you have other games like on Echambara's, Chaos too. And yeah, even with the camera shots, they were absolutely nice in that game. Yeah, and Nintendo was like the last one to hold it, but yeah, they caved. They they already are in this settlement, and yeah, at least I'm thankful that there's still developers out there saying, you know what, we need to be open about this because we want to make money. So look at this even karaoke. Skiers will cover center areas for some poses, but meanwhile no limitations. And look at this. Between the legs, on the right is fine, but on the left you are seeing some of those fucking black voids. Ah, yeah, the Nintendo version is completely cocked. And the last one on this, visual for some events, underwear skin exposure limited and underwear skin exposure is at its full on PC. So there you have it. There is nothing else to say here. The list of developers are actually being open about what is between these two versions. And yeah, Nintendo also censors too. That's it. Thanks for watching and please take care.